Hi, Coach. Can you recap this weekend's matches against Clemson and Georgia Tech?
Yeah, two good matches. Unfortunately, we came out on the wrong end for two of them. But Friday night, I thought we were a little bit inconsistent, and that was tough because we kind of worked on that during the week. We got a little bit better in the second set, but we didn't start out with a lot of energy, and that kind of set the tone for the match. The nice thing about volleyball is the score resets up to 5 times a match. So we let the first set go and didn't really fight that much. And I was happy to see in the second set that we came back and really fought for it. Our goal is to be able to get into the 20s because once both teams are in the 20 to 25 point range, either team's got a shot to win. And so what you're trying to do is give yourself that opportunity to win sets. And so we did that in the second set, came up short 25-23, but I was happy that we recovered from the first set to get back in like that. And that's what we've got to do more of. And then on Sunday, you started to see a bit more of that. Again, we came out flat in the first set, and that's something we're going to have to address. We're going to have to get better at how we start matches. But then recovered really nicely and kind of hit a groove for a while. And then in the fourth set, I think we were up 21-18 maybe, and we got stuck on a rotation and gave up 5 points before we could get out, and that hurt. We've got to try to be a little bit better at maintaining our composure when breaks don't go our way, or there's a call that doesn't go our way, or just the luck bounces in the other direction. And we really, it would have been nice to finish it off right there in that third set, or in the fourth set, and we didn't. So going into the fifth, that was side-out volleyball, back and forth. I think it was 12-12. And then 3 quick points at the end, and suddenly the match is over before you even blink. And that's, again, what we're asking the team to do is put yourself in a position to win sets. And that's no different for the fifth set than it is for any of the first four. So I thought we'd done that. We got into the 10, 11 point range. And anytime you're there, you have a chance to win, regardless of the other team's score. And we just came up short. And so for us, I think we've got to look to continue that process of giving ourselves that opportunity so that you get the experience of how to finish in those last 3 or 4 points.
Despite the record this season, what improvements do you see from the girls, and what are some aspects you'd like to improve on throughout the remainder?
Yeah, there's lots going on that I'm happy with. We had 9 service aces on 1 error on Sunday. That's fantastic serving. That's really good serving. I was really happy with that. We're still a young group out there in serve receive. For the most part, all weekend, we had 3 sophomores serve receive, and that's one of the most challenging skills in volleyball. And they're getting there. We're not perfect. We're not completely consistent with it, but it's improving. They're getting the experience that just comes with experience. There's no shortcut to it. So I like that. I'm happy with that. We've got 1 senior out there, Melissa Matai, in the middle, who's doing a great job, a real presence for us, blocking and done some nice things offensively. She's really improved. This is by far her best season. And the 2 young middles on the other side, both Anna and Barbie, have done a nice job filling in there as well. They both have different strengths, but I see improvement. What we haven't really gotten yet is the consistency, and that's a challenge. And every great team has consistency. They all have it, and that's one that we've got to work on. If there's one area that I thought maybe we would be a little bit better at this year, I thought we'd be a bit more consistent play, and we haven't been able to do that yet. So that's the responsibility of us as coaching staff, is to figure out what changes we need to make in practice to help them develop it.
You have a very young team this year. Does this give you confidence for the future of the program?
Yes, sure. But at points like this, you're concentrated on what's going on this season, right? Just what's happening this season. Yes, obviously, I like the idea that most of our players are returning next year. That we'll have a number of players now who have 2 or 3 years of legitimate playing time and experience under their belt. That's all exciting, but you can get caught up in dreams of the future and forget the reality of the present. And we've got to make sure we're dealing with the reality of the present. The future isn't going to get any better if we don't continue to make changes now. And we are. We're making improvements. But that's got to, if next year is going to be what it could be, we have to start making changes now and continue those improvements now to develop it. So yes, I look forward to it. I'm excited about the prospects of next year and the year beyond, actually, too. But that's a little bit distant right now in our sort of planning.
And can you just preview this upcoming weekend at Wake Forest and nationally ranked Duke?
Yeah, two great matches. It's funny, the ACC every year, I would say for probably every year since BC's been in it, the conference just gets a little bit better every year. I mean, Georgia Tech had one win coming into the match against us on Sunday. And that one win was against the number one team in the conference, or they were at the time, Florida State. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. It is every single match that you walk into a gym, whether it's your gym or somebody else's, there's a feeling that you have a legitimate shot to win this. And also, conversely, if you don't show up, look out. So this weekend is no different. Both Wake and Duke, they both do different things, but they do certain things very well. They also have some weaknesses. They're not perfect. But, I think if we can make a couple of changes, get a little bit more consistent, maintain some of the things we've been doing well, so they're serving. Some of our attacking at times has been really good. Some defense at times has been really good. If we can, you just try to get 5% better every week. And if you can do that, you start to build. Going into both of the matches, our goal will be no different than it has been, than it was this past weekend. We want to give ourselves a chance in each set to win. That means getting into the 20s where anything can happen in those last 5 points. Everybody, every player at every level in the world is susceptible to nerves, one mistake, and it can really change the momentum of things. So as long as you get in the 20s, you've got a shot. And that's what we've got to learn to do as a young team. How do you finish those last 5 points? So if we can give ourselves that opportunity, we gain from the experience, and then if you come out on the winning end of those 3 times, you win the match. But right now, the focus is a little bit narrower, just set by set.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks.